Thank you. I think everybody left for coffee break. Maybe it's not the best of times for this presentation. Well, thank you very much for being with us. We would like to take the opportunity, since we gathered here, to give you a brief presentation on the INCIBE strategic plan. Without many details, since we have already talked about this horizon, the 2025 horizon linked to our strategic plan for 2021-2025 in this digitalization environment, disruption, with this growth of the risk surface. And by using this situation, INCIBE decided to make a change, a shift in the strategic plan. INCIBE reports to an administration board. We have worked the strategic plan with them. This strategic plan that will be launched today and that you will be able to find in a abridged version on our website. INCIBE has a clear mandate, as has already been mentioned by the Secretary of State this morning in the opening ceremony, in a very cross-sectional manner in digital transformation. We start from different key documents, and today we talked with General Ballesteros on the national security strategy, obviously the España Digital Spain 2025 scheme presented last year, and also the plan for recovery, transformation and resilience called España Puede, Spain Can. And in line with all these schemes, we have launched our strategic plan based on three different pillars, reinforcing the capacities of citizens and SMEs and also professionals. The second lever would be the promotion of cybersecurity. We are providing support to the industry, research and development, the importance of university and research centers working with the industry for the generation of solutions to give a response to the challenges that we have today on the part of the citizens and on the businesses, and also talent. INCIBE has a clear mandate in this regard. Today you will see some of the details of a diagnosis we are performing. We wanted to know the initial diagnostic, where we are, in order to make the necessary measures in order to increase the talent across the industry and also to promote Spain in the area of cybersecurity, something which has already been mentioned in the former panel. The position that Spain has is a leading position, and what we want and what we will work towards at INCIBE is to be able to accelerate this. Talking about strategic alignment, in our plan we have 7 strategic objectives, which we will see briefly in a moment. We have 19 lines of action, which give rise to 39 strategic measures. All this is geared towards initiating the different initiatives and programs to respond and to achieve our mission. And this is a question that we are asked constantly. How many of you is it at INCIBE? Well, in order to achieve the challenges and to give an answer to these challenges, we have 130 people or staff. Most of them are working at our center in León. We also have great support from the industry with technical assistance, which gives us the capacity and the capillarity that's necessary for performing different actions, both from the prevention point of view and also for detection and response in this mandate we have to be the reference or the focal point for citizens and private businesses in Spain. In terms of finance, for this 2021-2025 plan, we have the ordinary budget, but also the recovery plan. The investment for the coming years will be of an investment of 564 million, which the Spanish government will provide INCIBE in order to reinforce the industry and also reinforce the capacities and to make Spain an international hotspot for cybersecurity. Moving on to the mission, the vision, and the values, well, the four levers and the four obsessions, if I may, are on the one hand to protect the citizens and the businesses in the cyberspace in this increasingly exposed surface, improving cybersecurity and digital confidence of the public and the users, promoting digital transformation with a boost across the industry, research and development and innovation, and also talent management. We want to be at the top 5 in terms of cybersecurity. Well, in the previous ITU report, we are already at the top, but we cannot be content, and we need to continue to work both from the public administration and the businesses in order to keep that level high and to continue to improve and to put Spain and León at the center of cybersecurity throughout the world. We want to be that driving force for digital transformation and for cybersecurity, and we want to offer that protection to both the citizens, to the minor users, to businesses. As I already mentioned in the previous panel, I referred to the support to the industry and to R&D and I. And talking about the objectives, I said that there are 7 objectives which lead the way for the coming 5 years. We have a cross-sectional objective, which is promoting a culture around cybersecurity in Spain, and all this through the reinforcement of the capacities in cybersecurity, the support of cybersecurity and of Spain as an international center. And we will do this with the actions that you already know. Awareness raising, this is still very necessary. We need to continue to invest our efforts in making SMEs and citizens aware about these issues, and we need to generate the demand so that the industry can offer the best services for their protection. Obviously, we will continue to reinforce capacities and public services and the promotion of PPPs, public-private partnerships, that we have mentioned a lot in the previous panel. So we wanted to bring this National Cybersecurity Forum as a melting pot, a meeting point, to continue to listen to and to align the needs of the industry with the activities performed by INCIBE, and we managed directly in order to give a response to all the requests that we receive. This is the cross-sectional objective that will govern the rest, and here you can see other objectives focused on reinforcing capacities, i.e. increasing capacities for the detection of cyber threats, improving capacities for support and response after risks and incidents, and also developing the necessary capacities that make us or that make it possible for us to protect citizens and businesses from INCIBE in some key areas. So with that, we will be responding to all these 3 objectives. So moving on, in terms of the industry objectives, let's stop by in 2 of them. Promoting Spanish industry and research and development and innovation. This has been a meeting point for many of you. We have been working and co-leading a working group that of business or industry support together with the Chamber of Commerce. We had many meetings, and as we said, we thank all of those who participated with a critical spirit from the industry, so that you can tell us where we should be making progress and what are the priorities that should lead the way and that should govern our roadmap. We are listening to you. We are putting together the necessary plans. Just a few months ago, we announced, and the Secretary of State mentioned this today, about the investment on public purchasing of 294 million euros, with an aim to helping startups and businesses, research centers and universities to innovate. This is really necessary to continue to be competitive in the sector, and obviously promoting and detecting talent in cybersecurity. This is an inherent objective for INCIBE. We have been working on this for many years, and we are very much interested in continuing to develop these objectives. We have meetings with many of you where you tell us about your concerns with regard to the difficulty in finding, attracting and retaining talent at a point in time where Spain is coming out of crisis, and we have some years ahead of us where we need to rebuild the country, and this is when we need to attract people who may have lost their job and who may not be able to work in the same place or industry where they worked before. So this is an opportunity for us to attract people so that they can develop their careers. Also very young boys and girls, we need to work around reskilling, attracting people who are no longer employable or who don't quite know what to do. So here we are calling out to you to help us to be the partner, to talk to our sons and daughters, our friends, children, for instance, to say, have you thought about the possibility of developing your career at a sector that's really interesting, innovative, where you learn day after day and where you can find quality work? So this is a challenge where we will continue to work, and as you can see is objective number 6. And finally, positioning INCIBE as the International Center for Cybersecurity. Miguel Ángel Amutio will talk about the European Center for Competence. The city of León applied for the European Center, and finally, well, Spain already had several European agencies, and the center went to Romania. But the INCIBE in León will be the mirror of this network of centers that will continue to work to make Spain the leader in digital services. We are very proud about this appointment, and through the center we will continue to work hand in hand with industry in order to attain the objectives that will be shared in this case, because if we do a good job, if both of us do a good job, we have no doubt that this will come eventually. And I already asked you for your help, but let me finish by the execution. This is the great challenge we have. And as part of the public administration, I am increasingly aware of the importance of this. We need to move on from the world of ideas, and we need to put in place all the programs that have already been identified. We are preparing the launch of certain initiatives or programs which will be launched very shortly, and in the remaining of this year and throughout 2022 we will continue with these programs, and by 2023 we will do a review of the execution, which will coincide with the review of the strategic plan. Obviously, in case we need to make some changes or adjustments, and we will stop and think and see how aligned we are with the KPIs, what are the results, and what measures should be put in place in order to achieve the objectives. And finally, in 2025, we will be able to close and execute the program. And just to finalize, let me just ask for your help and support one more time. We are here for you. We are here to serve you, to put in place actions and programs that provide the necessary results and that make a difference and make a change. And as I said earlier, we will be here for 2 days, in the morning, in the afternoon, and also in the evening in Barrio Húmedo. And we look forward to seeing you all there, and we are at your disposal for anything you need, so you can rely on us for anything that you need. Thank you.